Hello, welcome back to Goals Galore. Welcome to a big live stream. Today is the North London derby. Tottenham Hotspurs versus Arsenal at, of course, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Welcome everyone in to the live stream. Hopefully you all going to enjoy the stream. If you do, smash that like button and subscribe as always. And let us know your score predictions in the live chat. Also, vote in the live poll in the chat as well for who you think will win this one. It's a big game, of course, for Tottenham in the top 4 race. They've got 3 games in hand on Aston Villa in 4th place. As for Arsenal, they try keep up the pressure and try stay ahead for now against Man City at the top of the Premier League. The teams are very interesting, of course. Arsenal don't have a good record at this stadium, but they won last time out in the derby earlier on in the season. It ended 2-2. It was a thriller. So team news going into this one. Ben Davies starts at left back for Tottenham. Timo Werner also starts with Heung-min Son leading the line and with the captain's armband this afternoon. As for Arsenal, it's what you'd expect. Tomiyasu at left back. Thomas Partey's in there as well. Declan Rice and Havertz starts through the middle as well. He's been really good lately for Arsenal, and you probably would expect them to get a goal today. So let me know your score predictions. Hull City Lovers gone Arsenal to win 2-1. Very similar to my prediction. I went 3-1 to the Gunners for this one. Welcome in, Paul. How you doing? I hope you're well. Prediction: Tottenham 1, Arsenal 3. Very interesting. Very interesting. Welcome in, Lurkon. How you doing? Absolute legend. We live for Forest versus Man City later. Lucifer, come on, Tottenham. Absolute legends, all of you. Welcome to the stream and be sure to vote in the live chat. So far, everyone's voted for Arsenal to win. Everyone's voting for them. So we seem the popular pick at the moment, and we're about to kick off here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, where these days they've got a go-karting track underneath this stadium. They've got the walkway you can walk up to the top of the stadium. It looks incredible stadium. Of course, we've also got another 2 o'clock kickoff, Bournemouth versus Brighton, but this one is definitely much more exciting, which is why, of course, we are doing this game. So be sure to, of course, let us know your thoughts on the game, and hopefully you all go on to enjoy the stream. We had a lot of content yesterday with League 1 finishing, League 2 finishing, and a big game in the Championship, and hopefully this game can deliver the goods as well. Both teams are out on the pitch at the moment, and Arsenal in their, of course, home strip, the red shirts and white trimmings with the gold on there as well. They'll be hoping they can have more gold today if they win, and towards the end of the season try to make that work, but it hasn't quite pulled off there, have I? But I'm hoping, of course, to lift the Premier League. They can get to a maximum of 89 points, and Man City can get to a maximum, I think it was 91 points if they win all their games, that is. Tottenham going into a huddle now as well. Vakari all in blue, and the rest of the outfield players, of course, all in white for Tottenham. 2 sides in the huddles at the moment. It's remaining in there. Odegaard delivering a team talk. And that is class. They've got, you can do the walk over the stadium by the whole logo on top of the stadium. They've actually got people up there at the moment waving whole Tottenham flags. That is awesome. That is actually awesome. That's crazy. Long way down from there. What a view, though. Can you imagine that? Right. Ange Postecoglou and Mikel Arteta shake hands ahead of kick-off. We are about to get this North London derby underway here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And away we go. Tottenham to kick us off all in white, and the ball is rolling here for another North London derby. This one could be huge, as Arsenal, of course, have hopes of delivering their fans a trophy this season, while Tottenham Hotspur try to get back into the Champions League, and they're trying to qualify this season by getting into the top 4. They've got the games in hand to do it. However, 2 of those games in hand, one's today against Arsenal and the other one's against Man City. So apart from that, it's looking too good for Tottenham. But if they can get a result today, that'll be huge. And of course, on derby day, absolutely anything can happen. Straight away, free kick to Arsenal. Raya to take it. I'd be terrified being up there. Some view, though. Some view. Ball into the penalty area. Saka trying to pounce on the opportunity. And away by Ben Davies straight away, and only as far as the left hand side. Tomiyasu got Kulusevski right in the corner, and high pressure from Spurs, from the Arsenal players on the Spurs players, and they're coming together from Tomiyasu and Kulusevski off the ball tackle. Early days in this one, the Tottenham fans were all on their feet there. They were fuming. Well, you know, we're 1 minute in. It just shows, of course, this derby very feisty. Vicario on the ball, spreads it to the left hand side now for Van der Ven. Trying to get it down the line. Partey tidies up to Odegaard inside to Ben Davies, who ends up going backwards, and now Tottenham will break again on the left. They're trying to go on the right this time. 2 minutes played. Oh, poorly passed there from Van der Ven. Throw in to Tottenham. Ball goes backwards to Romero. Højbjerg comes close to receive the ball. Welcome in, Kieran. How you doing, legend? How you doing, Kieran? You must be buzzing with the result yesterday. Ben Davies, down the line it goes. In front of Miguel Tottenham. That's a really poor pass there from Tottenham. Ball straight out of play. And in the end, throw in for the Gunners. If you haven't already, let us know your score prediction in the live chat. So far, we've had 5 votes. Everyone reckons Arsenal will get the win this afternoon. If you've got any other opinions, or if you still think Arsenal are going to get the win, share them in the chat. Odegaard's in the penalty area for Arsenal. Tries to square it across to Saka, but the white shirts get back and help defend straight away. And now they're trying to force an attack of their own. Bentancur inside to Højbjerg. Maddison getting involved on the left hand side. Maddison riding the challenges and goes down and wins the free kick for Tottenham, who get the ball rolling straight away. Maddison driving at the heart of midfield over to the right hand side. Here's Kulusevski. Forced backwards, and Tottenham now just trying to have a bit of possession, of course. Ange Postecoglou loves to keep the ball and have a lot of possession, but it's not worked on many occasions this season. A lot of games recently they've conceded the first goal. Who do you think winning Europa League? Gotta be Atlanta after beating Liverpool. Gotta be Atlanta. Here's Ben White. Gets the ball down the line. Let me know your thoughts on that one in the chat, though, Hull City lover as well. And in the end, ball goes backwards to Ben Davies, tidying up here the white shirts. Very organised and good start here. Good thanks, mate. Last night was amazing. I think Arsenal going to win 2-1. Big result. Big result, that one. Van der Ven. Forced backwards and all the way back to Vicario. Edge of his own penalty area. Arsenal in the red shirts will not apply the press of yet. They're just waiting for Tottenham to come into them. And lively start in this one. The atmosphere seems absolutely incredible inside this stadium. Seems like an awesome stadium as well. One I'll hope Swans get back in the Premier League for, so we can go away to Tottenham. Looks an incredible ground. Let me know in the live chat. Have you been to this stadium, or is it on your bucket list to do? Definitely on mine. It looks unreal. Ball down from Romero, given away to Declan Rice. Finds Thomas Partey to the left of him. Partey now breaking over the border inside the Tottenham half. Bukayo Saka got Ben Davies with him on the right hand side touchline. Back to Ben White, and now Arsenal's turn to have a bit of possession and just have a few touches on the ball, settle the nerves early doors in this one. Saliba on the right finds Rice, and dodgy back pass all the way back to Raya, who's midway through the Arsenal half inside the party. Caught in possession, and Tottenham can break on the right. Son, he's on the ball, edge of the box, goes to the byline. Maddison back to Son inside the penalty area. Tottenham trying to look for an opening goal early doors in this one. Heading back to Bentancur, and in the end, the red shirts get back, and it looks like the attack's over. And now that's advantage. Will he throw it back to the free kick? No, he won't. To the frustration of the home crowd, I thought they should have taken the free kick there. They tried to play the advantage, but couldn't get the final ball through. I think Leverkusen win Europa League. Of course, Leverkusen. Yes. Aaron Connolly was sat right in front of me whilst watching the game. That is awesome, Kieran. That is awesome. Bukayo Saka on the right hand side, keeping the ball in. Goes out to the right and poor pass there. And Ben White couldn't keep the attack alive for the Gunners. Good start here from both sides. End to end game so far, both trying to dictate the flow of the game with having the possession. That will be an interesting battle because Arsenal, we know, love to have the ball, but so does Ange Postecoglou and Spurs. Of course, this game earlier on in the season ended 2-2. A Son brace. Arsenal went ahead twice, only to be pegged back level twice by Tottenham. I've been to the stadium for rugby. Okay, awesome. Ball out to the right from Raya, and that's gone too far for Bukayo Saka to chase down. Goes out for a throw to Spurs. 6 minutes in here. Ben Davies, the Welsh international, and the Wales captain for the throw-in. Such a good player, very underrated though. Davis forced backwards into the corner, finds Van der Ven, and now long ball up towards Maddison. Lovely control by Maddison. Finds Bentancur. Now on the left-hand side, Tottenham can break, but all they do is turn. As soon as they get forward, turn backwards in the end. Ohio and Delap changed the game for us. 2 goals from Hutchin with quality. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself, to be honest. You've just summed it up there. Ball out to the left. Werner. Timo Werner. Got Ben White to beat into the box. It goes, and Raya collects with ease. Safe hands from the Arsenal keeper, of course, referred to Ramsdale these days. And it'll be interesting to see what happens with Aaron Ramsdale next season. It'll be really interesting. Arsenal still on the ball. Down the line it goes towards Havertz. Loses out. And Bentancur to Højbjerg. Out to the right. And Spurs force backwards, and all the red shirts of Arsenal are behind the ball at the moment. Werner. Force backwards. Bentancur once again, and cross to Pedro Porro. Now to Kulusevski. Every red shirt for Arsenal behind the ball. I forgot Werner was at Spurs. Yeah, he's got a lot of pace about him, but not too much end product as we saw at Chelsea. There's a good player in there though. And it's a really poor pass there from Tottenham, and in the end the ball goes for a bit of tennis and finally brought down in the gloves of David Raya for Arsenal. Well, what a start here. What a start. No huge chances for either side, but Tottenham really are playing some nice football, and Arsenal just trying to ride the early wave that Tottenham have created. Mikel Arteta and Ange Postecoglou out on the sidelines in the technical areas. Here's Partey on the turn. Partey out to the right for Bukayo Saka. Saka charging against Ben Davies. Saka comes inside now on the left foot. Approaching the penalty area. Now to the left. They're inside the penalty area. Trossard. Ball into the centre. Away by Van der Ven. Arsenal goes down and they win the free kick on the edge of the penalty area. This is a really dangerous position for the Gunners. Really good opportunity this. Odegaard straight away grabbing the ball. It was Partey who went down and dragged down by James Maddison. He just uses all his body weight to drag Thomas Partey down there and clear foul. And it's a really good opportunity this for Arsenal. It's as you look at the penalty area, left of the D, edge of the box. We've got Rice, Trossard, and Odegaard all standing over it. We've got a Tottenham 4-man wall next to an Arsenal 2-man wall, and then a separate Tottenham wall. So it's very crowded in there. You'd probably prefer Odegaard for this on the left foot, just to sweep it over. Vicario line up his ball. He doesn't look too happy with it. He's in a very central position of his goal. And who's going to take this one? 3 Arsenal players over the ball. It looks like it's going to be Odegaard. I think it will be. He lines it up perfectly. Takes a step to the right. Odegaard from distance for Arsenal. 10 minutes into the North London derby. Odegaard over the wall. Nope, doesn't even get over the wall. Straight into the wall. And the wall does its job for Tottenham. And in the end now, Arsenal on the ball at halfway line. They'll come again. That was a waste of an opportunity there for the Gunners. Had to get that one on target and test Vicario for that range. Really good opportunity, but Tottenham and the ball do their job. And here's Son, midway through the Arsenal half. Human Son, across to the right. Pedro Porro in an advanced position. In the corner now where the Arsenal fans are. Play goes across and they found Højbjerg. Takes his time, slowing the game down. And that's a really poor pass, as they do. And Arsenal now win the ball back. Tomiyasu doesn't look too comfortable inside his own penalty area. Dispossessed. Son. Edge of the box. Bentancur. Højbjerg now, and Arsenal in their press force Tottenham all the way back to their halfway line. And they'll come again with Madison. Edge of the box now. Kulusevski. Son. Inside the box. Right side. Lays it off. Shot over the bar. Really good that from Tottenham. Really good in the press. Really impressive. Arsenal, they need to wake up a little bit here. They need to wake up a little bit, because Tottenham are really up for this game. They've been really impressive in the opening 12 minutes. They've been equal to Arsenal and probably, dare I say it, the better side. You know, every pass, Tottenham are right on Arsenal's backs to win the ball back. Arsenal women 1, Everton 0. Russo, okay. I was watching the opening stages of that game before I come live. I think I watched until about half-time-ish. But yeah, Arsenal winning that one. Throw-in Arsenal on the right-hand side. On the near side, they've won a throw-in. So the possession so far, 65% to Tottenham, 35 Arsenal. And the first goal of the afternoon comes up the vitality for Bournemouth, by the way. Senesi with a goal. Wow, okay, and Arsenal on the ball here. Out to the left-hand side. Tomiyasu inside to Partey. Long ball over the top, trying to find... Who's that? Havertz. Havertz, shot! Oh, it's in, but it's offside. It just... all the Spurs defenders sort of stopped, and when you see that and it's only the attacker playing on, you know the ref's going to call the game. And that's a really good decision, actually. It is offside. And yeah, we sort of guessed it, really. It was Havertz to finish off the movement. But it won't count offsides in the build-up from Odegaard. But yeah, lovely run there from Arsenal there. In the game, definitely, but it's very equal for both sides at the moment. They've both posed each other some very tricky moments in the opening stages of this game. Romero goes back to Vicario from the free kick. Outside the edge of their penalty area. Now Vicario back inside his penalty area. Finds Højbjerg. Højbjerg back to Vicario. Very brave play this from Spurs as the red shirts are crowding round the white. Vicario on the ball once again inside his 6-yard box and out to the right hand side now. Ben Davies down the line, slip. Arsenal capitalise on it in the penalty area. Shot blocked, corner. Well, that is very, very dangerous from Spurs. Very dangerous. What are they doing? What are they doing? They're trying to play it from the back, and a little slip like that is all it takes for Arsenal to be gifted an opportunity like that. And Romero it was back to put the block in. So Arsenal have a corner from the right hand side. They've got to take advantage of these opportunities that Tottenham are gifting them. The second one in the last 5 minutes. This time a corner, and all the Arsenal players in the penalty area are waiting by the back post. All in like a train. Saka to deliver. Left footed. And it goes towards the front post. And it's in there. It's in! 1-0 Arsenal! I don't know how he's gone in. The camera was very zoomed out. But the ball is in the back of the Arsenal net. At back of the Tottenham net. And Arsenal lead 1-0. Wow. Arsenal leads here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. 1-0. 15 minutes gone, and it comes after a Tottenham mistake in the build-up to give away the corner. Arsenal with a corner from Bukayo Saka. Let's have a look at the highlights, because the initial camera angle was very far out, so it's hard to see what actually happened. Ball in from Saka. It looked really poor at the front post, and I think it's an own goal. Is that a Højbjerg own goal? It is. Højbjerg own goal. It's a tidy finish, but in the wrong net. Højbjerg beats Vicario at his near post, and it's an own goal. 15 minutes in the North London derby. They're just showing the cam of the technical area of Mikel Arteta and his staff. Absolutely loving it. This is what the derby does to you. And for all Tottenham's possession and dominance the opening 15 minutes, it's Arsenal who lead. Thanks to Højbjerg heading home at the near post. It wasn't a great corner. It really wasn't a great corner, but Højbjerg, some finish. Long ball over the top from Tottenham. Ball in the centre, and ooh, Raya gets his gloves on it just about. He was in no man's land for a second there, but Arsenal take the lead. And that's what they've done there. They've just capitalised on a really silly opportunity from Spurs, because Spurs were playing out from the back and got dispossessed, just a little slip, and Arsenal won the corner from that. And then wasn't a great ball in from Bukayo Saka, as I say, but at the near post it's Højbjerg who beats his own goalkeeper. And down the other end it was Tottenham on the attack, and Trossard's just down here. I don't know why. Looks like he's gone out for a goal kick. We'll have to wait and see confirmation on that. Is it a goal kick? Yeah, it is. Goal kick Arsenal. Terrible challenge in St Mary's vs Rangers. Alright. Describe the action from Jack Butland. God. So as it stands, Tottenham will have 2 games in hand on Aston Villa in 4th place, but they'll be 7 points off, which means Aston Villa won't need to worry. Man City will be top on 80 points. Man City have to play Forest later on today. We'll be live for that one after this one. At the City ground we've got, this game will finish about 2 o'clock and then we're live 25 minutes after, so I'll have to get my I have to rush to get that one sorted, but we will be live for it. Big day of Premier League action as Spurs get a ball in the box and headed behind by Ben White. First corner of the game for Tottenham on the left hand side. They were really good up until that goal, where they can't let it knock them now. They just got to put that to the back of their head, because before that they were the better side in this game. 18 minutes on the clock, 1-0 Arsenal, and a corner kick here to be delivered by James Maddison into the centre of the box. Oh, just past the post from Christian Romero with the header inside the box, and Raya, I don't know if he would have had that covered. He was looking to bend it into the side netting of the right corner, but just past the wrong side of the post there. Big chance that for Spurs. Their first real opportunity of the game. Drops to their centre back. Jack Butland came outside the box to clear the ball, but put his knee into the St Mirror player. Oh, sounds a nasty one. Well, Ange Postecoglou seems to have had a haircut for the big occasion, as Raya slips during his goal kick, and the Spurs fans love that one. Ben White now, bit of tennis going on in midfield, finally breaks for Son at the halfway line. The white shirts flood forward on the right hand side this time, inside to Kulusevski. Maddison across to Werner. Werner on the left, he's got Ben White to beat. Tomiyasu with him as well. He's started the game at left back. And Tottenham, player goes down here. They've won a free kick. Left hand side the penalty area. Near the corner flag this time. So probably in line with the end of the 6-yard box, if you had to draw a line across. Maddison, the man who went down there. Big opportunity for Spurs this. They almost scored from the corner, and this free kick has been taken from very near the corner flag. Maddison to take. 2 arms in the air. A one-man Bukayo Saka wall from the tight angle. Maddison to take. Floats it in. Towards the back post. Oh! Hit the post. It's off the post. Spurs knocking on the door, and they're so close to equalising here. Wow. And in the end, the ball's gone out for throw-in to the Gunners. Wow. Romero, another chance. At the back post. Header straight against the post. Raya was beaten. He has to score. That's 2 huge chances in just 2 minutes for Christian Romero. He's got to score. He has to score. It should be at least 1-1, and he's had 2 big opportunities now for Spurs. That one's the biggest and best, and he had to score. He had to score. Christian Morero. Wow, big let off for the Gunners, who haven't been awesome in the opening stages of this one, but they have the lead thanks to Højbjerg's early own goal. Raya clears. Really poor though, straight down the middle, and now Spurs come again. Kulusevski, and that ball goes out for a corner to Spurs. They're knocking on the door looking for that equaliser. And Romero, from the last two set pieces Spurs have had on this side, he's got his head to him. So he's obviously a huge threat from set pieces. Can he get something here? Corner to be taken from the left hand side as you look at the penalty area. For the corner, Romero waiting. In it goes. And away that time by an Arsenal shirt, and Saka makes sure of it, and only as far as Van der Ven is short. Oh, it's 1-1. Huge goal for Tottenham. Van der Ven with a goal. Tottenham's second goal of the game, this time by their own player at the right end. A huge goal. Mickey Van der Ven tucks home. And it's from the set pieces. Van der Ven shows the badge to the camera and to the Spurs fans. Wow. Well, Arsenal were riding their luck. Just 7 minutes after Arsenal went ahead for a Højbjerg on goal. Well, it looked like they got it clear, but Saka hoofed it away. And it was hit back into that area. He's onside. He's onside. There's 3 Tottenham players offside. But they don't interfere with play, I don't think. Great goal, Aaron. Great goal. Well, they are looking at this. VAR. There's 5 players offside. Like, is Van der Ven one of them? That's the big question. 5 Spurs players in this shot, all offside. But I don't... Is Van der Ven one of them? Well, it's 1-1 for now as VAR try and come to a huge decision. The ball was fired back in, and the ball broke then for Mickey Van der Ven, who tapped home from close range. Well, this is going to be a huge decision. First of all, find Mickey Van der Ven. I can't even see him from here though, but I'm quite far away from the TV. A huge decision in the North London derby. Checking possible offside in this one. VAR having a good look at it. And the line's drawn. Offside. Offside in the build-up. So the goal is going to be disallowed. Offside. Wow. Well, they had 5 players in that shot, all offside. I just couldn't quite see which one was Mickey Van der Ven. But VAR have given it offside. And that's a huge killer blow and a huge boost to Arsenal, because that was a warning sign. You know, I can't say his name. Romero has had 2 huge opportunities where he fired against the post and wide, but then just from the third set piece from that side, the ball broke, fired back in, and in the build-up they were offside. Spurs knocking on the door though, and they do look very threatening from every set piece, it has to be said. Arsenal on the ball though, inside the Tottenham half. Bukayo Saka on the right hand side, fighting to win the ball back. This game's had everything so far. Goals, offside, VAR controversy. Just waiting for the red card now. Van der Ven back to Vicario, who thought he made it 1-1. Arsenal women 1, Everton 1 in that one. Cheers for a goal update in that one, Paul. Everton back level against the Gunners, and Spurs were almost back level with the Gunners in this one, in the men's game. As Kulusevski pulls it across to Werner on the left hand side, at the halfway line. All the red shirts back to help defend here. Tottenham, after they thought they went 1-1, only to be disallowed by VAR. And they're coming again though to try and get a legitimate goal here. Romero across to Van der Ven at the halfway line. Van der Ven charges across the left. Finds Timo Werner. Werner now cuts inside. Red shirts all around him. And now Madison picks a nice ball out to the right. Trying to find Kulusevski. He has. And into the centre it goes. Back to Kulusevski. Slips twice. Appeals for a penalty. Players going down left, right and centre. And the red shirts end up getting the ball away. Referees just letting the game flow. As we love to see. Huge appeals. Huge appeals. But ball over the top from Havertz to Saka. Saka for Arsenal in the penalty area. Onto his left foot. Because Saka is 2-0. That is very controversial. That is very controversial. From Tottenham having a penalty appeal turned down. The other end Arsenal go. And Saka makes it 2. And that away end has just gone incredibly wild. Unbelievable. Well, VAR will 100% be checking this one. There were 2 huge penalty appeals in a matter of seconds. The ball breaks with the red shirts. Havertz long ball over the top. Finds Saka in behind. So much space and so calm. Beats Vicario inside the penalty area. Well, is this a penalty? Because this could all go horribly wrong for Arsenal in a matter of seconds. This is a big moment in the game. Of course, we already had the Spurs goal ruled out. Now this is a massive, massive talking point. Was that a foul in the Tottenham? For Tottenham? Is this one going to stand? Bukayo Saka though, with a bit of magic on the left foot. Ben Davies couldn't defend it, or Mickey van der Ven. Vicario's nowhere near it. And he's made it 2-0 for now. But of course we've already had 1 goal disallowed. Are we about to see a second disallowed? Ange Postecoglou absolutely fuming. And it will stand. We've kicked off now. 2-0 Arsenal, and Spurs now throwing everything at it to try and get back in the game. Ball in the centre. Going all the way through. It's goals galore here. It is goals galore here. Werner in the centre. He's won a corner on the left hand side for Tottenham. Well, they trail 2-0, but they have been the better side in this game, has to be said. Has to be said, and James Maddison's going to cross take this corner now for Spurs. On the left hand side, going to be right footed delivery, an in swinging corner. 2 of the last 3 corners have all met Christian Romero's head from this side. In the ball goes, away to the edge of the box yet again. Davis plays it out and floated back in. And in the end, an Arsenal player stayed down, Martin Odegaard. And the medics will come on now and give him a bit of treatment. Breaking play at last. Breaking play at last. 28 minutes in. Soon to be 29. What an incredible game we have on our hands here. What happened there to Odegaard? He's fine. He's fine. He's just trying to break the play up a little bit. Because Spurs, whenever they go forward and from set pieces, they look very, very threatening. Very, very threatening. So, a break in play here. Martin Odegaard down, but he's absolutely fine. As you can see on the replay. Just took a shoulder to the face. But it's fine. Well, the penalty appeals from Kulusevski would be in a very soft one to give. And then the Madison one. No, Rice gets the ball. And doesn't even get the player. Yep, none of the penalties. Referee and VAR got them spot on. So they've got both decisions in this one, VAR. For the first time in ages, bang on. Has to be said. Both Tottenham fouls in the penalty area weren't a foul before the Arsenal made it 2. And the disallowed goal, there were 5 Spurs players offside when the ball was fired back in. So Arsenal getting away with it at the moment, but you know, a lot of people say it's unfair, but no, it 100% fair at the moment. And Odegaard now serving his 30 seconds off, and I think early doors Tottenham are going to make a change, are they? Brennan Johnson getting ready, and Timo Werner is the man who is also receiving treatment this time for Tottenham. Timo Werner seems to have his North London derby coming to an end here. Well, we'll have to wait and see if he actually does come off. We'll keep you updated with it. Yeah, they're looking at the penalty again. Never a pen, and it wasn't given, which is really good. Of course, VAR doing its job for once. So has Werner come off? No, yeah, he has. Brennan Johnson's on now for Tottenham. Timo Werner and his North London derby is over. Leaves the pitch half an hour in due to injury. He's walking off though, to the delight of Tottenham fans at least. Here's Højbjerg. So Bentancur. Bentancur back to Porro on the right. Porro fires it back. Romero playing the ball at the edge of the area. All of the red shirts are back to help defend. Ball out to the right. Porro. Left footed this time. And they just need to get a ball in the box here. They're just playing it on the right hand side way too much. Just get a ball in the box. Very patient build up from the white shirts. Trying to build around the red shirts. And then forced back in the end. They'll come again though. Kulusevski to Porro. Back to Kulusevski. Left foot delivery into the centre and away by Gabriel. Back from where it come from. Tottenham win the ball again on the right hand side by the touchline. It's Kulusevski. Left footed back to Porro. Porro now. What can he do with it? Well, it's been a really good start to the game. Really good start, and Arsenal very lucky not to concede it up to this point, has to be said. But Tottenham also must be said for them. They're getting the ball into good areas. It's just the final ball hasn't been there so far. That's what's letting them down at the moment. So far in this game. 32 minutes played, 2-0 Arsenal, 2 well-taken goals. First one was an own goal by Højbjerg after a really bad Spurs mistake at the back, which led to the corner being given. And then the second goal was a lovely counter-attacking move from Arsenal. Havertz with an incredible ball over the top to find Saka, and Bukayo Saka did Bukayo Saka in the end and took that ball away lovely. Throw in on the left hand side here, on the near side for Tottenham. So one change made for them already in this one. Mikel Arteta and Ange Postecoglou have not sat down in this one yet. Constant instructions being given to his players. Ben Davies wins another throw in the exact same position, midway through the Tottenham half. Saliba and Gabriel trying to organise the players in front of them. And Ben Davies now for the throw in. As he walks forward with it. He's gained about 5 yards there, Ben Davies. Don't actually know how much you're allowed these days. A lot of players, especially in the Championship, do tend to take advantage of it. But the ball ends up at the feet of David Raya, who waits for a bit of pressure from Heung-min Son to eventually pick up the ball. Well, Arsenal, this hasn't been a great place for them in recent years. They got their first win away at Tottenham in absolutely ages last season. But overall, looking back in the last few years, it has been Tottenham who have won a lot at home in this derby and in this fixture, of course. Last time out in this season at the Emirates, it did end 2-2 with Arsenal going ahead twice, but Tottenham pegging them back twice thanks to Heung-min Son, who starts today for Tottenham. And they have been very much up for this game. Just Arsenal riding their luck, I think it's fair to say at the moment. But of course, we all know the threat and the quality they have in their side, so you can't really give them half an opportunity, otherwise they will punish you. And the second goal is so good, so good. Ball down the line towards Havertz, away by Van der Ven, concedes the corner. Kai Havertz. Was that offside? It was offside against Kai Havertz. And Romero takes the free kick quickly across to Van der Ven. And the Spurs go 2-0 down, says Hull City Lover. The final score was Arsenal women 1, Everton women 1. Well, it was 1-1 for a few moments in this game in the North London derby. After VAR check, Van der Ven was offside and his goal wouldn't stand in this one. But Spurs on the right hand side come forward with Son. Son into the penalty area, back to goal. Now outside the penalty area, but they're in the right hand corner. Kulusevski goes backwards now again. And the white shirts flood forward once more. All the red shirts are behind the ball here. An organised unit to help defend the latest Spurs attack. Ben Davies cuts inside from the left. Back across to the right with Romero. Now Van der Ven inside the centre circle. Spray the ball over to the left for Brian Johnson. Nice bit of play. Johnson to the byline. He's not quick enough. Goal kick given. Rangers won 2-1 against St Mirren. Like and subscribe. Great channel. Absolute legends. Thank you for joining everyone. And hopefully you're all enjoying the stream. And as always, if you do enjoy, smash that like button and subscribe. In the live chat at the moment, if you haven't already voted, be sure to. 12 votes so far. 17 people reckon Spurs will get the win. 17% also reckon it'll end a draw. While the rest, the other 67%, think it'll be an Arsenal win this afternoon. Welcome in, Convenient Chat. How you doing? What do you think of the game yesterday? Norwich versus Swansea. Awesome, mate. Awesome. Would have taken a point before the game, and Matt Grimes on his 300th appearance to get a penalty goal. The Gabriel Sara goal, by the way, as well, was unreal. Premier League quality player he is. But yeah, happy with a point. Happy with a point. Corner kick here for Arsenal in the North London derby, trying to make it 3-0 before half time. And same again, all the players head towards the back post. It's going to be Declan Rice to deliver this ball, and he's getting quite a lot of stick from the Spurs fans in that corner as he prepares to take the corner. Declan Rice from the far side, right footed in spring corner. All the Arsenal players run in front of Vicario to the front post. It's in! It's 3-0! It's in! Kai Havertz gets the goal for the Gunners. Another set piece goal, and Kai Havertz is on the form of his life. It's not 4-2, it's 3-0. 3-0, not 4. God, a mini error there. 3-0 to the Arsenal. They are running riot in this one. Kai Havertz, well, the train from the set pieces that Arsenal do, all the players in the box start from the back post. And then as soon as Rice raises two arms, or Saka from the opposite side raises two arms, they all flood towards the front post, and all losing their markers as well. And Havertz loses his and heads home from close range, and Vicario can't react quick enough. Great header. Arsenal tearing Spurs apart here in their own back garden. Looking to win the title this season. And Kai Havertz with an awesome goal to go 3-0 up, and Mikel Arteta on the sideline is absolutely loving it. Spurs, I thought they'd been the better side in the first half, but that's just until like half an hour, I'd say. The last 8 minutes has been Arsenal who've really now started to really get a grip on the ball and on the game. But Spurs dominating possession, but Arsenal making the most of the ball when they have it. And from set piece situations, both sides are dangerous. But for all Tottenham's efforts from the set pieces, it's Arsenal who make 2 of them count. And Kai Havertz now involved in 2 of the goals, a goal and an assist for him. The German, very, very good. A lot of people saying he's a flop. But no, 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz has scored again for the Arsenal here. Ball back to Vicario midway through the Tottenham half. The red shirts join the white here in the press. The white shirts, of course, spray the ball out to the right hand side now with Kulusevski. Back to Romero, and Spurs need to respond here. Otherwise this really could be a cricket score, and it could be an embarrassing day. I don't think Arsenal have been the top of their game. I really don't. But they are just taking their opportunities here. And from set pieces, their set pieces, from the corners especially, very effective movement in the penalty area. Very effective. It's like everyone knows their role. Havertz dragged down, and Partey wins the second ball and is heading backwards towards his own goal, and Rice now will pick up the pieces. 3-0. Of course, Arsenal scored 5 against Chelsea. Was it away at Stamford Bridge? Maybe away. But it wasn't long ago. They're trying to completely embarrass their rivals here. Kai Havertz is so good right now. He is, mate. He really is. He's a top player. And getting that form in, ready for the Euros, where, of course, Germany the hosts at Euro 2024. If you're enjoying the stream, as always, be sure to smash a like and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying. We are live straight after for Nottingham Forest versus Manchester City. Man City will be watching this, knowing that they have to once again close the gap on Arsenal. And Arsenal with an incredible amount of goal difference this season as well. We'll have a look at the table in just 4 minutes at half time. But what a good half it's been for the Gunners. Spurs have knocked on the door, and I'm surprised they haven't scored a legitimate goal so far. They do deserve it. I'd say it probably deserves to just be 2 on Arsenal right now. Being dead honest about that, but you know, that's if buts and maybes. It is absolutely 3-0 to the Gunners here. Spurs try and build up another attack on the right hand side. Inside to James Maddison. Maddison loses out and ball back with Højbjerg. Højbjerg forced backwards all the way to Vicario, and Arsenal out of possession are very effective, very organised. Out of possession looks like a 4-3-1-2 formation, but it's working an absolute treat for them. Really is. Everyone knows their role, and Spurs just really struggling to break them down. And whenever Spurs do get forward, it's like they get towards the edge of the penalty box and they just turn their back then and go backwards. So as it stands, Arsenal 80 points, 4 points ahead of Man City. Man City will not be able to get back to the top of the Premier League this afternoon, even if they beat Nottingham Forest. They have to beat them though to keep up the pressure. It could be a big game. And Spurs, as it stands, are letting 4th place slip through their fingers, as they're now 7 points off with 2 games in hand on Aston Villa. One of those games in hand is against Man City as well. Paul's going 5 minutes added time. I'm just about to say added on time bingo. Let me know how long you reckon's gonna be added on. I'll go 3 minutes. Paul's gone 5. I'll go 3. Let me know your predictions for added on time bingo in the chat. Romero from range, he's walking the ball inside, and now Spurs, as I say again, will just go backwards in every red shirt back to help defend. But ball in the box this time, headed back across by his own teammate. Throw in to Tottenham. Ben Davis now to Højbjerg. Out to Brennan Johnson on the left. Brennan Johnson plays to Beaton, goes backwards, finds Maddison. Poor control on the ball, and Odegaard's on him straight away there. Hull City Love's gone 2 minutes, so 2-3. Paul's gone 5. If anyone else wants to get involved in a little mini game here, be sure to. Ball hit away by Ben White. Up towards Havertz, but that's going to bounce all the way inside to Vicario's penalty area. Well, Tottenham did get battered by Newcastle just a few weeks ago now. Wasn't pretty by any means. It looks like it could be on the... Oh, someone over the top, over the bar. You'd put your money on him to score from there. He was chipping Raya. Just over here way too much. But this one really could be a cricket score at the moment. But Son with the latest of the Spurs opportunities. Raya running off his line. Great first touch by Son. Just needs to dink it over Raya. He's got it all wrong there, Heung-min Son. He loves scoring in this fixture. He got a brace last in the reverse fixture at the Emirates. But Spurs, for all their opportunities, cannot put one in the back of the net. And that's the latest one that goes begging. Raya with the goal kick. And we're about to find out how long we have added on at the end of the first half here. Ball hoofed forwards by Saka and give possession back to Tottenham. Here's Romero. And if we have a look at the poll in the chat, 13 votes. Be sure to vote if you haven't already. Arsenal wins. 69% have voted for that. 15% voted for a draw, and 15% have said Tottenham will get the win today. Very intriguing indeed. So 3 goals already in this one. Been an entertaining North London derby. And Spurs in the second half, they've just got to be a bit sharper around the penalty area. A lot sharper, to be honest, because they're good until they get to that point, and then it's like everyone just slows down and doesn't know what to do. But Arsenal, I must say, have defended quite well. It's not been the best Arsenal display we've ever seen, because they're still conceding a few chances, but it's not awful from them. They're still somewhat solid, as we are about to get into how many added on minutes. 6 added on minutes. 6 added on minutes as Spurs try and get one back into Son. What a brilliant interception by Saliba. Top defending that one. Ball in from the right hand side towards Son, and Saliba just stepped up, put a foot in, and won the ball back. Awesome. And Arsenal win the goal kick. And their fans in that corner are absolutely loving it at the moment. Ange Postecoglou and his side have got a mountain to climb in the second half if they want to get anything out of this game. They have not been great at all. Big improvements need to happen in the second half. Wasn't even close. I mean, yeah, I think Paul wins that one. He was the closest. I went, what did I say, 3? I think I said 3. Yeah, half. I mean, yesterday went double what it was at the whole game. And this one I've gone half. Just cannot get it right. I'm sure they make it up every game. I'm sure they do. Ball down the line for Arsenal, trying to get a fourth before half time and embarrass their North London rivals in their own back garden. It's been a really tough place to come in recent years for Arsenal, but they're trying to change that in recent years. Trying to make it 2 seasons in a row where they get maximum points here. Ben White on the right for Arsenal, and they're trying to go further ahead in this one. Whether they can or not is to be seen. But remaining 3-0 at the moment. Vicario plays it out to Van der Ven at half time. Then I've still got some more quiz cards. So if anyone wants to do a half time quiz, be sure to let me know. We'll have a look at the stats though and what both sides need to do to keep hold of the lead or get back in the game for the second half. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. But I've got some more quiz cards just to the side of me. So if you guys want a quiz at half time, let me know, and that should be good fun as well. Ball into the midfield now. Here's Brennan Johnson. Plays it out to the right. Kulusevski charging forwards for Tottenham. Trying to get a way back into it before half time. Davis fires the ball out towards Madison on the right. Ball into the centre. Away by Havertz. Ball in again. Away by Saliba this time. Drops to the edge of the box. Tackles flying in on the edge of the box. He drops to Bentancur. Cool. Kulusevski to Madison. Dispossessed by Trossard. Arsenal play goes down. Referee just letting play go on here. And that one will be a free kick to Arsenal. As Havertz is dragged down by Christian Romero. Struggling to say that name. Really struggling. I was the closest as Paul. Absolutely Paul. Top ball knowledge as always. Hull City Lovers gone for a half-time quiz. Okay. Half time we'll have a quiz as soon as we do the stats and how teams can improve in the second half. So be sure to stick around for the half time quiz. I've got some quiz cards to side of me, and that should be good fun. Test everyone's ball knowledge. Long ball from Thomas Partey out to the right where he finds Ben White and give them possession away, and Arsenal win the second ball back though. Another turnover. The white shirts of Spurs win the ball again. Davis out to Johnson. A late substitute for Spurs. The Timo Werner went off injured just 30 minutes in. Ball out to the right, Pedro Porro. Down line it goes into the centre. And away by Arsenal. Tottenham have a corner here. We've played 4 of the added 6. So, well, we've played 5 of the added 6 now. So a minute to go. Aaron says, off to Portsmouth. Title celebrations on South Sea. Common 100,000 expected. That is unreal. That is unreal. Enjoy that one, Aaron. Enjoy that one. I'm going to be looking for that on YouTube later on tonight. That's going to be awesome. Absolutely awesome. Corner for Spurs on the far side. Doesn't even beat the first man. Kulusevski. Into the box it goes, fired in. Shots flying in everywhere. And that's going out for another corner, surely? It has. Yep, another corner to Spurs. They're piling on the pressure late on. Something they've done a lot in the first half. They just cannot put the ball into the back of that net. You have to say, as soon as they do, Arsenal could be in trouble. But they are 3-0 up, so that's sort of their buffer at the moment. I think if it was still 2-0, they'd still be in a bit of danger. Ball in again, and Another poor one, doesn't beat the first man again. Out to Højbjerg now on the left-hand side. Got two Arsenal players with him. He beats Saka. Højbjerg, ball into the centre. Away by Havertz. Only as far as Bentancur, and that's going to be it for half-time in this one. We'll stay on for the quiz. Legend. Right, half-time then. Half-time, let's quickly round up the action and see what everyone can do to change the game in the second half before we have a half-time quiz. Everything's falling on me. Right. On the League One final day, all the quizzes was before I was even born. I've got a separate box, so we'll do that one. But first of all, let's have a look then at the half-time. Let's go to the half-time screen and let's have a look. Is the mic on? Should be. There we go. Yes, it is. Awesome stuff. Right. So in the other game, it is Bournemouth 1, Brighton 0. Senesi with the opening goal in that one. But in the game of the day, Tottenham versus Arsenal, at full time we'll be doing our player ratings as well. And look how low they are at the moment. But look at that. Have it. Højbjerg 15 minutes in. Put it into his own net. What a cracking finish, to be fair, from Højbjerg, but in the wrong goal. And then Spurs, of course, had that disallowed goal to make it 1-1. And up the other end then, Spurs had a penalty appeal. Up the other end, Havertz with an incredible ball over the top for Bukayo Saka to tap home. And 11 minutes later, Arsenal had a corner from the far side. Rice in swinger, and Havertz from close range gets his goal. So 2 goal involvements this afternoon so far for Havertz. 3-0 up to Arsenal. They're dominating the game. Have a look at the match stats at the moment. We've got Tottenham, 72% possession, 8 shots, none on target. That just shows how poor they've been. Some of the latest shot on target for Tottenham tried to chip Raya from inside the penalty area, and he should have scored. He really should have scored, Heung-min Son. He's not been too involved in the game today, but as you can see, 8 shots, none on target. Not good enough from Spurs. Really not. Arsenal, full shots, 2 on target, 2 goals, and of course the third one was an own goal, and then 5 corners to Tottenham, only 2 for Arsenal, and 4 fouls to 7. Arsenal only 28% possession. We know they'd like to have a lot of possession. Right, half-time quiz then. Half-time quiz. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go, says Kieran. Right, stay for let's do the quiz. So I've got 2 quizzes. A football quiz like this is 4 categories. Or would you guys want to do the one we were doing yesterday? Let me know which one. Just go circle or oh god, they're already coming out. Which one should we do? Half-time quiz. Which one should we do? Test everyone's ball knowledge here. I reckon we did a few of that one yesterday, so we'll do this one. The circle one. Football quiz. There's 200 cards in here, so this is going to keep us going for a while, and we won't get through all 200 right now. Of course, we've got which section? I'll let you guys choose the section. Premier League, general knowledge, throwback football, or World Cup. Shall we do Premier League because it's a Premier League stream? Let me know. We've got four to choose from. Premier League, general knowledge, throwback football, or World Cup. Let me know a category, and we'll choose from there. I reckon we should do Premier League, probably because it's a Premier League stream. Just wait for someone to let me know what they want to do in the chat for the half-time quiz. We'll put this ready for the second half. Hull City Lover reckons Prem. Awesome stuff. Premier League. Cool. Everyone wants to see the Prem. Right, let's get the Prem cards out then. There's a lot of them. There's a lot. Let's get them all out. There we go. Let's chuck that over there. Awesome stuff. Right, Premier League quiz at half time. Make sure they're all the right way. Right, start off with. You're not going to get that one. Try not to make it too hard for you all. Okay, which team holds the record for the worst defence of the Premier League title? So, I'll repeat the question twice through all of them. Which team holds the record for the worst defence of the Premier League title? So that is the question. The first one to get us underway. and it's where they finished the season after, which is how it's based off the worst. So they finished very low the season after winning the Premier League title. Aaron wanted general knowledge. Okay, we'll do one. I'll do a Premier League question followed by a general knowledge question then. We've got a few general knowledge cards here. So Aaron's gone Leicester. Hull City Lovers gone Blackburn. Wait for everyone to get their votes in. Get their thoughts. Kieran went Chelsea. Anyone else join in with the quiz? Be sure to. Paul's gone Blackburn as well. Just give it a few more seconds, just in case anyone else is joining in. No? Okay, we've got, it was Leicester City. They finished 12th this season after winning the title. 12th? I didn't know that. But yeah, Leicester City for that one. Right, general knowledge one this time. We've got, Philip Lahm retired from club football in which year? Never would have thought that would be the first question, to be honest. So the question is, for general knowledge this time, Philip Lahm retired from club football in which year? And the clue for you all is it is fairly recent. You know, it's not like 1930 or something like that. It is fairly recent. These are pretty interesting, to be honest. We've got other sections which we could do at the Euros. I'll have to find a Euro quiz somewhere. So if anyone's just joining us, we are doing a halftime quiz. We've got Premier League cards here, and we've got general knowledge cards here. So be sure to join in the live chat. So Aaron's gone 2010, Hull City Love's gone 2018, Paul's gone 2022, Kieran 2018. So just wait 10 more seconds. The question was, if anyone's just joined, Philip Lahm retired from club football in which year? And the clue for you all is it's fairly recent. Fairly recent. I'll give it another 20 seconds for anyone to get their guesses in. If anyone wants to join in the halftime quiz. And the answer is 2017. So Hull City Lover and Kieran very close on that one. It was quite a strange question, I can't lie. A lot of these are very random, but you know, it is what it is, isn't it? Right, back to a Premier League question. Let's go for this one. Okay. This one links really well to these two clubs. How many Premier League clubs has Emmanuel Adebayor played for? So the question, how many Premier League clubs has Emmanuel Adebayor played for? This is a really good question. Really good question, this one. And a bonus point, can you name all of them? Can you name all of them for a bonus point as well? So, if anyone didn't catch that question, how many Premier League clubs has Emmanuel Adebayor played for? And for a bonus point, name the clubs as well. I'll give you guys a bit of extra time for that one. Aaron reckons 6. Hull City Lover's gone 5. Don't know what teams. And for a bonus point, name me the teams as well. So if anyone's late joining, how many Premier League clubs has Emmanuel Adebayor played for? That is the quiz question. And for a bonus point, name the teams as well. Kieran's gone 4. Man City, Spurs, Arsenal, and someone like QPR. Scrinton's gone 4. Paul's gone 3. Arsenal, Tottenham, Aston Villa. Just a guess. So I can confirm a few of you have got the right number, just not all the clubs. I'll wait a few more seconds in case anyone else wants to join in. The answer is for Arsenal, Man City, Tottenham, and Crystal Palace, which is why it fits in really well with these two teams. Really well. So Man United by four Premier League teams. So quite a few of you got that one right. Right. Next question. We're going to move on to general knowledge again. Okay, this is a very random one. Should we do that? Nah, that's a bit tricky. Alright. Which was the only team not to score at the 2016 UEFA Euros? So, which was the only team not to score at the 2016 UEFA Euros? To be fair, Palace, yes. On the card, all it said was, did it say Palace? Pretty sure it did. Maybe. Yeah, it did. Palace, yes. Confused me then. So, 2016 Euros, which was the only team not to score. 2016 Euros, we had the likes of Wales in that one. That was an incredible campaign for Wales in the Euro 2016. That was awesome. I know there's going to be someone out there who's quickly checking all the teams. Aaron's gone Germany. Squinson's gone Scotland. Scotland as well, says Hull City Lower. I'll wait for Kieran to put his answer in because he's been with all the other, and Paul. They've been in all the other answers. So, question is for anyone late joining. Oh, Kieran's gone Netherlands. We're just waiting for Paul's answer now. Which was the only team not to score at the 2016 Euros? General knowledge question. Maybe Paul's gone a second. So the answer is Ukraine. Ukraine failed to score at the 2016 Euros. Right, back to a Premier League question. Oh, I can already see the answer for this one. Oh, okay. Should I do this one? It's a very, very tough one. We won't do it. It's a very tough one. Okay, this one's better. Right, this one's better. Jamie Vardy scored in a record 11 games in a row in Leicester City's famous 2015-2016 Premier League winning season. Which team did he score against to break the record? So I'll repeat the question because it was quite lengthy. Jamie Vardy scored in a record 11 games in a row in Leicester City's famous 2015-2016 Premier League winning season. Which team did he score against to break the record? And the clue is, they play in red. That's the clue. They play in red. That's the clue. Ukraine is a free pass these days. So the clue is that the Premier League team that Vardy scored against play in red. Aaron's gone Liverpool, okay. And cast your minds back to 2015-16. Hull City Lover's gone Arsenal. Paul's also gone Liverpool. Kieran's gone Liverpool as well. Quite a few Liverpools. So back to the 15-16 season. Newcastle. I reckon that's a complete guess then. Right, it was in fact Manchester United. So Jamie Vardy scored in a record 11 games in a row in the City's famous 2015-16 Premier League season, and he broke the record against Manchester United. All in red, of course. Right, back to the general knowledge questions. It's going good so far. I can't even pronounce that, so that's no good. Okay. Who succeeded Sir Alex Ferguson at Manchester United in 2013? So, of course, we're looking for a manager. Port Vale. We're looking for a manager. So, who succeeded Sir Alex Ferguson at Manchester United in 2013? Thought I was close. This is going to be the final question because the teams are ready for the second half, people. Arsenal and Spurs all back out in a huddle for the second half. Kieran's gone David Moyes. Oh, it's 2-0. 2-0 Bournemouth in their game, is it? No. They just showed a highlight. I thought it was 2-0. No. Hull City Lovers also gone Moyes. Paul's gone Jose Mourinho. I can confirm the correct answer. Kevin Keegan. It was, in fact, David Moyes. And the second half is about to start here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, ready for the second half. That was a good quiz. It always goes very fast, but the second half is underway. The ball is rolling here in North London, where Arsenal currently lead 3-0 at the break in the North London derby. Spurs, a lot of fans haven't come back out to the stands for the second half. Looking next to the away end, there's a lot of empty seats, and there's no way all of them are still in the concourse. No way. It's absolutely empty in here now compared to the first half. Obviously there's going to be some people coming back from the concourse, but my god, it's empty. It is empty. Anyway, ball out to the right. For White. Arsenal trying to get a fourth goal early doors in this one. Gone all the way through to Trossard on the left hand side. Trossard fakes the pass and goes to the byline now. Chips the ball in. Blocked and away by Tottenham. Only as far as Rice in the penalty area. Tackles flying in the end. It's away. Well, has there been any half-time substitutions? I don't think so. I'll check in a second. Could do a full stream, which is just a quiz. Yeah, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. It's just I don't actually know right now how long to give for everyone to get their answers in at the moment. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. So one change at the break. Pape Sarr is on for Rodrigo Bentancur for Tottenham. So Sarr is on. Sarr is on for Bentancur. Got a question right. Hull City will be partying through the night for that one. But yeah, good idea, Kieran. Could do, to be fair. Could do. Got a lot of quizzes to do, so I can just do one stream with throwback football, one stream general knowledge, one stream Premier League football quiz. Could do that towards the end of the season. The 19th of next month is the final day of the Premier League season, so we'll do what we did yesterday, but for the Premier League, the final day for League One stream, just for the Premier League. Oh, over the bar! Tomiyasu arriving in the centre for a throw-in over the bar for Arsenal. Very nice worked free kick there. It probably would have been offside though. Vicario was beaten there. 15 seconds for an answer is decent. Some of them though require a lot of thinking. Like a lot of them are really tricky. And require quite a bit of thinking. But back to this game. Arsenal almost making it full there at the start of the second half. Of course, after this, we've got Nottingham Forest taking on Man City. And that game's huge because Man City, of course, will be watching this one knowing that they have to win again. And Nottingham Forest, they're 2 points off Burnley in the relegation battle. So they need points. And last season, didn't they draw 1-1 at home to Man City? So that one really could be really, really big. For tricky ones, 30 seconds. Could do. So we're 3 minutes into the second half, and already loads of the Tottenham fans have not come back out for the second half already. It's quite a few. Ball out for Arsenal to Gabriel. He's been really good with Saliba in the first half. Not an awful amount to do. Spurs still looking for their first shot on target of the game. As the ball's fired out to the left, where Tomiyasu is found. Back to Saliba. Arsenal going to try just dictate the flow in the second half, just have a bit more possession. Ball out to Gabriel. Finding Tomiyasu in the North London derby. Arsenal set to go 4 points ahead of Man City before Man City play Nottingham Forest away at the City ground. That one could go either one of two ways. Man City could absolutely clean the floor with Forest, or we could have Forest put up a massive fight in that one. Oh God. Spurs on the ball. Spurs with Porro. Out to the left now with Van der Ven. Is just walking football here for Spurs. They've got to pick it up. Of course, they dominated possession in the first half. Kulusevski. Down line it goes towards Son and lost. God, I feel like I'm going to sneeze every second at the moment. Edge of the box for Spurs. Inside to Kulusevski. I can't say his name. I'm sneezing too much. Ball in again. Missed by Raya. And over the bar from Christian Romero again. Yet again. The Spurs defender, he's had, what, 3 full really good opportunities in this game. Yet again, puts it over the bar. Great ball in from Dejan Kulusevski. And Raya missing the ball. He's not had too much to do this afternoon. And still Spurs, that's their 9th shot of the game, all off target. All off target. As Bournemouth have made it 2-0 at home to Brighton in their game. Who scored that one? Enis Unal. For the goal for Bournemouth in their game, they are 2-0 up. And in this one, it's also the team in red winning. It's Arsenal 3, Tottenham Hotspur 0 at the moment. With 40 minutes to go here. Saliba on the right hand side of the defence. Goes across to find Partey. Ben White in advanced position. And Saka's back to win the ball. They're giving Tottenham a really hard afternoon, aren't they? A really difficult afternoon. And the stands are starting to fill up a little bit more than what they were, but still a lot of fans have left. A lot of fans have left. Gabriel inside the Partey, back to Raya, that's dodgy. Arsenal try to get it away, and they do in the end towards White. Inside to Odegaard. Odegaard, this is lovely football from Arsenal. No, it's not. They give the ball away. As I say that, Kulusevski to Madison. Down in the area. Appeals your penalty. Huge appeals. The referee's not giving it. It was Kulusevski. Helped back up by Gabriel, but Gabriel's telling him, that's never a pen. You know you dived. So I'm going to replay. Kulusevski charging through. Does Gabriel get the ball? Yeah, that's not a pen. It's not a pen. Trossard coming forward for Arsenal on the left hand side to Havertz. Into the box it goes. Saka! Oh, what a save. What a save. Wow. I was sure that's going to be 4-0. Vicario with an incredible save there. That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome from Vicario. Saka, you bet anything he'd score from there. Point blank range. Vicario, though, gets a leg out. Wow. I was certain that was going to be 4-0. Was absolutely certain. But what a save from Vicario. Huge, huge save in this one to keep Spurs, you know, closer than they are. Closer than they could have been to Arsenal. It's another Arsenal corner, though. They've been very dangerous from these set pieces. And once again, the train of players from the back post will all run towards the front. As this ball gets delivered in. Ben White on the keeper. That's usual. And he joins the train at the back now as well. All the red shirts start at the back. Who's one's got the final day? Millwall at home. Ball in. Away at the front post that time. Well defended. But poor corner. Back out to Arsenal and Trossard. Loses possession to Højbjerg. Højbjerg down to Kulusevski. Lost the ball again and a few turnovers in possession. In the end, Porro wins the ball back and give that one away really poorly. Here's Odegaard. On the left-hand side this time, across to Havertz. Havertz, and that's offside against Kai Havertz. So yeah, Millwall next Saturday for the Swans. There will be a matchday vlog for that one. And then the Saturday after, there's a charity game at the Swans stadium. So I'll be going to that one as well. And it's for a really good cause. I make a vlog out of it. A lot of legends coming back down to play as well. But it's for charity, which is really good, of course. Throw into Arsenal, right in front of Mikel Arteta. "54 minutes on the clock, and Spurs, every minute that goes past, it does look like they're losing belief slightly on a comeback in this game. Mikel Arteta's men have capitalised on every opportunity they've had in this game so far. It's Tottenham who have been the wasteful side, and if they did take their chances, Tottenham, they could easily have been in the game 100%. Tomiyasu from the throw on the near side. Down line it goes to try and find a teammate, but away by Romero. Only as far as Partey, and now Pape Sarr wins the loose ball and feeds in. Johnson on the left, he's got White to beat for pace. Johnson does beat him for pace on the left hand side. Brennan Johnson, the Welshman, cuts inside. Really nice play from Brennan Johnson to the byline. Wins a corner. Awesome play from Brennan Johnson. Awesome play. Great defending from Ben White as well. Great parties. It was good play. But Brennan Johnson, lovely bit of lovely run, and it's going to be James Maddison to take this corner. Romero in the box again. He's been a threat all day for that Arsenal defence, and it goes. Header away only as far as Kulusevski. Edge of the D. Turns backwards. Spurs still on the attack. Down to the right. Son. What can he do? Son goes backwards. And out to the left now. Spurs trying to find a way back into the game with Maddison on the left. Got to beat Saka. Now finds Ben Davies. Well, I generally don't see a way Spurs get back into it apart from an Arsenal mistake or a penalty. They'll need a better fortune to get back into the game. And that's a really poor pass. Gabriel there. Pape Sarr's back onto it though, and Spurs win the ball back straight away. Out to the right. Pedro Porro. Shot. Really poor. Really poor. Tried to beat Raya at his front post and didn't even get it on target in the end. They're still searching for that first shot on target this afternoon, which is really poor from Ange Postecoglou's side. Really poor. Or is it credit to Arsenal? You know, talk about getting a goal. You get a shot on target first. David Raya on the ball. Fires the ball out to the right. Finds Saka. Great strength to beat Ben Davies. Saka still going. Great strength. Saka out to the left. Trossard to try and wrap this game up. Trossard. Shot blocked. And picked back up by Tomiyasu. Arsenal shirts get back on side, and a ball to be delivered from the left hand side again. Tomiyasu. Down line it goes towards Odegaard, skipping through challenges to Havertz. And free given for Spurs. I don't know what for. Havertz has just gone down. Don't know why. He's thrown himself to the floor there, Kai Havertz. Fair enough. Bournemouth 2-0, absolutely, Paul. Enis Unal with that goal. Arsenal come again. Oh, Havertz. He thought he had too much time, and in the end doesn't even make contact with the ball. We've got 32 minutes left to go in the North London derby. A big, big game where Arsenal, as it stands, will be, of course, going back top of the Premier League. And just have a look at their goal difference at the moment. Just have a look at their goal difference at the moment. They will be on 59, 11 better than Man City. Although Man City have 2 games to play. That's just as it stands. And if Man City can just slip up one game, you know, you've got Spurs to play away. You've still got Forest play away this afternoon as well, so you know they're winnable games, but they're not easy by any stretch of the imagination. Here's Odegaard, right hand side the penalty area, ball in and away by Pape Sarr. Only as far as Kulusevski, and he's done really well there, Kulusevski, the Swedish international, to go back and keep the ball here for Spurs. Here's Porro down the line to Kulusevski again, nice 1-2. Spurs trying to come forward. And Rice has won the ball back. Declan Rice out to the left. Trossard finds Havertz on the left again. Kai Havertz with a goal and assist to his name already in this game. Tomiyasu now. Arsenal not settling for just 3 in this game. They want to completely embarrass their rivals while the opportunity to. Tomiyasu goes backwards. And here's Saliba across to Gabriel. On the right now with Saka. Bukayo Saka plays arriving in the centre. He's got Ben Davies to beat, and Saka there loses control of the ball. And now it's Tottenham trying to come away with the ball. Kulusevski. Pape Sarr now, and Spurs on the ball yet again. Just need to get a goal as soon as possible if they want to get their way back into this one. Well, of course, we did the Merseyside derby midweek. That one was a very good game, a very, very good game, where Everton, of course, won that one 2-0. We've had quite a few derbies recently. We had the East Anglian derby in the Championship recently. We had the South Wales derby just a month ago. That was an awesome day. So it seems like it's this time of the season when we get all the derbies. I'm probably missing a few as well, from what I've just read out as well. But next up for Tottenham after this, it's another derby against Chelsea, but of course this is the main one they look forward to at the start of every season. Ball out to the right hand side for Saka. Arsenal coming forward with numbers. Saka onto his left foot, took a big touch, and I thought he was going to try to square it across to Odegaard there. He finds Odegaard eventually, who finds Ben White. Back to Odegaard, inside to Saka. Saka wins a corner. It's been all Arsenal this second half. All Arsenal. First half was all Tottenham. Just Arsenal really used the ball well when they had it. But this second half, Arsenal controlling the game a lot more, which is of course what they love to see. And substitutions are ready for both sides. Martinelli coming on for Arsenal after this corner, and 2 substitutions for Tottenham after they've already made one at half time. Right, Saka to the liver. Chain from the back post again, which is so effective in this game so far, and Spurs player's gone down in the centre. James Maddison to stop the corner being taken. What on earth happened there? Tomiyasu. James Maddison just dived on the floor there. 62 minutes on the clock. 3-0 Arsenal, trying to make it 4 here. All the players flood in from the back post, and it goes towards the back post, and all the players that were there had moved out of the way. Poor corner that from Bukayo Saka. And substitutions now to take place for both sides. Gabriel Martinelli coming on for Leandro Trossard. And Trossard, he's not had a huge impact going forward on the game, but he has been good for Arsenal. Of course, signed from Brighton last January on a very cheap deal. But he's an outstanding player and done really well in this game as well. So on comes Gabriel Martinelli, and that just shows the intent from Mikel Arteta. He wants more goals in this one. Højbjerg coming off, and James Maddison as well. On comes Richarlison for Spurs, along with Yves Bissouma. So Richarlison on, Bissouma on as well for Maddison and Højbjerg. So all 3 of the midfielders that started the game for Spurs have all been taken off now, as Spurs try and go a bit more attacking, as they try push for a comeback in this one. Raya plays the ball out really. Oh, it's poor, and Spurs have a goal. They've got their goal. Romero, of all people, he's been the most likely Their first shot on target is the first goal. You just knew that was going to happen. You just knew that was going to happen. Christian Romero. Well, Arsenal, what were they doing? At the back, Raya on the ball. He's usually so calm and composed, but slips as he hits it. Romero's there in an advanced position, and he taps home from close range, and this game is not over yet. Into the bottom left-hand corner. The game is far from over. 3-1 now. Romero on the score sheet. It's like a penalty, that one. Sends Raya the wrong way. And now Tottenham, the home fans are raising the decibel level here. Tottenham looking for a comeback. Son on the left. Richarlison goes down, and just after Tottenham made those changes, they get a goal back, and Arsenal now on the other side. The game is stretching. Both sides want the next goal. The next goal in this one is huge. Absolutely huge. Given away by the Gunners. They're trying to rush it for all their dominance in the second half. They've been the first to concede. Odegaard to Martinelli. And offsides given. So that is very, very interesting, because first half it was Arsenal who... first half was Tottenham who dominated, and Arsenal scored 3 goals. Second half is Arsenal that have dominated, and Tottenham have scored 1 goal now. So there's definitely more goals in this game. The next goal's huge, and Tottenham on the right hand side coming forward. Try and get themselves back into the game with Brennan Johnson. Inside it goes. Arsenal defending for their lives. Can you imagine if they let this slip? Well, that helps Man City out for the goal difference at the top of the Premier League, but of course it's in their own hands anyway. And the balloons, the blue balloons from the Tottenham fans after they've scored, this time a legitimate goal. It looked like his centre-back pairing, Van der Ven, scored in the first half. And foul there from Martinelli on Van der Ven, if we talk about him. But finally, Spurs score a legitimate goal. With 24 minutes to go here in the North London derby, it's far from over. And Spurs now knocking on the door, trying to get a way back into it. Brennan Johnson to Richarlison. Raya's off his line really quickly there. Well, both teams have been gifted goals now in the first in this game. Raya gifting the goal to Spurs, and Højbjerg gifting his own goal to Arsenal. So I think now they're level. Now they're level. Ange Postecoglou and his lads have 24 minutes to go. They want to get themselves back into the game. And the next goal here is absolutely massive. It looked like the game was all over. But Spurs believe they've come from goals down this season quite a lot on multiple occasions. Are they about to do it in a big, big North London derby? Ball out to the right hand side for Bukayo Saka. Saka's got Ben Davies to beat. Saka's got Odegaard with him, but won't use him. Saka drawing into Ben Davies in the penalty area. Saka room for a shot, blocked. Out to Odegaard. Back out to Saka again, and that's going to roll out for a throw into the Gunners here on the far side. 10 legends in. If you're enjoying the stream, smash a like and subscribe to the channel. Will be much appreciated and completely free to do. Saka then letting Ben White take the throw in on the far side, in front of the corner where all the travelling Arsenal fans are, making the short journey to this one. And foul straight away there, and free kick to Spurs, where Vicario will go take it. And we go back to that moment where Vicario saved Saka's shot from very close range. But that could be a huge turning point in the game. Really could be. As Arsenal, though, they're in the penalty area. Havertz to win it. No. What a tackle from Christian Romero. Refused to give up. And he's got his goal in this game as well now. As Odegaard skipping through the challenges to the byline, pulls it back across, and Havertz cleaned out by Romero. 22 minutes to go. Arsenal have a throw in by the corner flag on the far side in front of the travelling fans. Ball inside, and that's gone all the way through. And Vicario is there to collect, and now trying to start a counter-attack quickly for his side. He's still got hold of it, and Arsenal just wouldn't let him distribute that one. Basuma. Cross Romero. And now Pape Sarr. Sarr breaking through the lines. Out to the right for Dejan Kulusevski. Now Brennan Johnson's going forward. All the white shirts arriving in the centre, but Arsenal and Tomiyasu does incredibly well. And then Martinelli can try and charge down the line, and he wins a throw-in right in front of Mikel Arteta there. 20 minutes to go. Will we see more goals? I think we will. I did predict 3-1 Arsenal before the game. As it stands, that's going to be the spot-on prediction. But I do feel there's going to be at least another goal in this one. At least one. Ball thrown backwards by Arsenal. Here's Partey. He's been very good to see this afternoon for Arsenal. Across to Ben White. Finds Saka. Saka forced backwards to Gabriel again. Who finds Odegaard on the turn. And Van der Ven picks up the loose pieces. Van der Ven goes backwards now for Tottenham. Inside to Pape Sarr. Sarr driving forwards. Finds a nice pass in towards... Oh, that's nice. I'm too far on it. Into Son. And Son tried to feed through Richarlison. But too much on it in the end. And Kulusevski stayed down here for Tottenham. Referee helping him back to his feet as well. You don't often see that, do you? The referee helping a player back to his feet. It was only a little stamp on the toe. Nothing too serious there. Nothing serious for a derby anyway. So Arsenal will be on 80 points. 10 better goal difference than Spurs as it stands. Spurs will be on 60 points. 7 behind Aston Villa in 4th place. With 2 games on hand, so it won't be enough to catch up from their games in hand. And one of the games in hand is against Man City, which is a huge, huge game. But that could help out Arsenal if Spurs were to win that one. Here we go with Arsenal on the attack on the far side. Odegaard on the turn finds Ben White. The red shirts just trying to hold the ball here in the Spurs half, and in the end they go all the way back to David Raya. Midway through the Arsenal half, Raya finds Gabriel. Here's Tomiyasu now. Downline it goes, and a nothing ball there. Giving the possession straight away to Vicario and Spurs. Big roar inside Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for the hosts to try and get back into this one. Just popped in to smash the like, absolute legend. Thank you very much for dropping a like, mate. Really do appreciate it. JSY Talks Football fan channel, absolute legend. Really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Let us know your thoughts on the game as well. If you do stay for a little bit longer. So Arsenal leading 3-1, but Spurs could be on their way to a comeback here potentially at home. Ange Postecoglou's men this season love a good turnaround. Can they do it again in this one? Could they do it again? 8 likes on the stream. Let's try and get to 20 if we can. 12 to go with 18 minutes to go. See if we can do that. Absolute legends, all of you. Here's Pape Sarr. Out to Basuma. Basuma, ball across to Brennan Johnson. He's got a man with him. Johnson, Porro on the overlap. Won't use him. And Brennan Johnson, way too long on the ball and dispossessed by Gabriel Martinelli. But poor pass back inside his own penalty area. What was he thinking? But in the end, they get away with one. And ball given away to Spurs. Gabriel Martinelli there. Very dodgy play. Gets away with it. Gets away with that one. Very lucky there from Martinelli. Just put the ball back into his own penalty area. What was he thinking? 17 minutes to go. Ball out to the right. For Tottenham. In by Brennan Johnson, but that's a nothing ball again. And nothing comes of it. Once again, Arsenal on the counter-attack though. Raya releases Gabriel Martinelli. Player arriving in the centres. Havertz. Martinelli inside and dispossessed by Basuma. And oh, that's very dodgy. One of you. Welcome back, Hull City lover. How are you doing? That was very dodgy there by Basuma and Pape Sarr. A mix-up right in front of Vicario. And the Arsenal players were pressing as well. Offside against Spurs as well. Well, what is happening with the weather? It was raining earlier, and now it's sun's out yet again. And a bit of news in the Man City Forest game, which is, of course, kicking off after this one. We will be live for that one. Haaland's makes a return to the bench. Alvarez starting and Doku. No Phil Foden in that one. And looking at the Forest lineup, they've gone very, very defensive. Chris Wood starting up top though. We'll be live for that one after this one. I think I've only got like 20 minutes to get the lineups, everything sorted for that one, so it's going to be a very quick turnaround. But we will be live for that one as well, the final live stream of the day. Same in Hull. Here's Saka, out of the box, goes to Partey. Partey finds a teammate over the top. Now here is Martinelli. They're trying to create the perfect goal here. They're trying to walk the ball into the back of net, Arsenal. Richarlison dispossessed and wins a free kick up. And Tottenham eager to get the ball back underway. And referee's just having a word with Declan Rice and Richarlison. Richarlison wanted to take the free kick quickly. Was not allowed. The referee's just having a word with both of them at the moment. Richarlison, of course, with his... Well, I think he's tried to go blonde there, but I don't think it's worked out. It's like white hair. Ball out to the right. Brennan Johnson goes down. Big roar from the home fans for appeals for a free kick, and they get it. Tomiyasu wondering how that's given, but definite foul. Definite foul. And free kick to Tottenham on the right hand side. Players arriving in the centre. Can they somehow cause a comeback in this one? They're 3-1 down at the moment, but Porro ready to deliver the ball from the right hand side. Come on, you Spurs, is all you can hear from the crowd. Arsenal have their line just behind the penalty spot. And it goes from Porro into the centre, goes all the way through. Away by Arsenal in the end. And goes out of play on the left hand side. 11 legends in here. How are we all doing? Let me know your thoughts on the game if you're watching it at home. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you smash a like on the stream and subscribe. We're aiming for 20 likes as always, and 2,000 subscribers by Christmas Day is the other goal. It'd be incredible if we can hit both targets as well. Here's Brennan Johnson on the right hand side. Cuts inside, goes down. Referee says play on, and thought that was more of a foul than the last one. And then in a foot race now, Martinelli beats Kulusevski, and yellow card Kulusevski for the push in the back on Martinelli there. The Swedish international had to do something to stop the Brazilian. Martinelli was away there on the left. But Brennan Johnson there losing possession. Went down, but I do feel like that was more of a foul than the last one. And yeah, Martinelli wasn't going to get caught if Kulusevski didn't bring him down there. Now he's on a yellow card. First time in absolutely ages we've had a yellow card in this one. Porro wins the ball back for Spurs. They're trying to, of course, with 12 minutes left in this game, 12 and a half minutes, they're trying to find a way back into the game, where they currently trail 3-1 to Arsenal, but it's been a very even game, it has to be said. The Spurs goal come from Christian Romero. It was an absolute gift from David Raya. Well, it's they're equal now for treats, because Højbjerg, of course, with the first goal of the game, an own goal, headed into his own net, and it was a cracking finish, has to be said, from Emil Højbjerg. Here's Brennan Johnson on the right, ball into the centre. Reyes stretching for it, and he collects with ease. And Son was waiting at the back post. He has a good record in these games, Heung-min Son. He was, what a leap it was, but Raya just about gets his outstretched arms onto the ball as he pushes his sides forward. 12 minutes before the end here. Goes long looking for Havertz. Havertz against Romero. Romero heads it backwards, very dodgy there, and oh, Ben Davies made me feel uncomfortable there. But very brave football there from the Welsh international. Ball over the top to another Welsh international. Brennan Johnson on the end of it. Brennan Johnson pulls the ball back. Johnson onto his left foot. Floats one in towards the back post. Reyes there again. Good goalkeeping from David Raya. Making up from his mistake. He's not had much to do in this game, David Raya, but lately Spurs have started to really get a lot of crosses into that penalty box. Of course, Spurs only one shot on target all game up to this point, and it was their goal, of course. Before that, they hadn't had a shot on target all game, which is crazy to think. And it's Bukayo Saka down at the moment here after a late tackle from Ben Davies at the halfway line. So a break in play in time for a sip of water. Free kick to Arsenal at the halfway line. At the halfway line. It's going to be taken by Gabriel. Floated down the line towards Havertz and Saka yet again, and neither can control the ball. In the end, it goes back up the other end and pushing it back from Richarlison, and nothing given by the referee. Arsenal still have it with Saliba down towards Saka. Saka lets the ball run across his body, and foul given right in front of the Arsenal fans. And Ben Davies this time will receive a yellow card. His second foul on Saka in quick succession there. Bukayo Saka down again. Got to be one of the most fouled players in the Premier League this season, Bukayo Saka. Ben Davies, yeah, that is a foul. Such a good player for Wales internationally and for Spurs, but he is on a yellow card here. He has been cautioned, as there's 9.5 minutes to go here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Can Arsenal seal the game off with a fourth? Will Spurs look for a way back into it? Vicario punches the ball away from that free kick. Odegaard pumps the ball back in. It's behind everyone though, and Spurs try getting it away. It's found by Saka again. Saka edge of the box finds White at the back, and now Rice. Arsenal just trying to move the ball around, and they're not too fussed on getting another goal. Of course, they have a 2-goal cushion on their rivals here at the moment. Romero giving away another free kick though, and this time Arsenal with another free kick. This time right on the edge of the box, on the right corner of it. Declan Rice to take it on the right hand side. He's already got one assist, Declan Rice, this afternoon from the corner. So Rice to take it for Arsenal. Can he get a second assist in this game? One arm in the air from Declan Rice. Ball floated in towards the penalty area. Away by the Spurs players, put back in by Arsenal, and away again. Son driving through, fouled, and definite foul, and Spurs trying to take their free kick quickly. They do. The ball's back moving on the left this time. Spurs looking for a way back into it. It's now or never really for the team in white. Romero to Basuma. Basuma charging through the midfield. He's been good since he's come on, as well as Pape Sarr. Of course, the final substitution for them was, of course, Richarlison on for James Maddison as well. As Rice runs away with the ball on this left-hand side. He's played his teammate into trouble there, Martinelli. In the end, Arsenal get it down the line. Only as far as Vicario. Midway through the Spurs half, now at halfway, and every Arsenal player back inside their own half. Not even pressing. Just letting Spurs have the ball here. Spurs on the right with Brennan Johnson. Johnson on the turn. Goes backwards to find Pape Sarr. Sarr floats one in towards the back post. Son, edge of the area, by the byline, cuts it back towards a teammate. Into the centre it goes. Block in there from Arsenal. Play goes down for penalty. Referee makes it clear straight away. No penalty. Still, though, the Tottenham players and fans appeal. And Ben Davies has remained down. Ball in from Kulusevski all the way through. And it's gone into Raya's gloves there. Boos ringing around here. Ben Davies has remained down. Is this a penalty for Spurs? Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't actually be surprised if this was given. I really wouldn't. Ben Davies wins the ball. Then Rice, I think he's going to give this. He's going to give it. Penalty to Tottenham. He's going to go to the monitor, and you know that means Rice will concede the penalty. I think it's a penalty, I really do. It's harsh, but we've seen these given. Referee's down to look at the monitor. Rice on Ben Davies. Ben Davies wins the ball and Rice follows through on Ben Davies. And yeah, he's given up. Given it. Spurs are all the way back into it. Penalty to Spurs after a late tackle from Declan Rice. This is very nervy for the Arsenal fans and for Spurs in the North London derby. Surely Heung-min Son to take it. Surely. Wow, huge. It will be Heung-min Son. He loves a goal in this fixture, and he can get one again in this one now. If he converts from 12 yards, Heung-min Son from the penalty spot against Arsenal. David Raya's already conceded one. Well, his previous penalties either go down the middle or to the left hand side. I'm calling it he's going to go to the left, bottom left hand corner. Heung-min Son, the Spurs captain, to get his side back into this game. They were 3-0 down, but trying to mount the ultimate comeback late on. Heung-min Son for Spurs from 12 yards, 7 on his back. Raya moving around on his spot to get Spurs back into the game. It's Son, right footed, taking his time, all in white. Son, it's in, top left hand corner. 3-2, Spurs are back into it. Spurs are back in it. Heung-min Son and the whole stadium erupts. Apart from that away end, Mikel Arteta points to the head for the Arsenal players. Surely Arsenal can't bottle this. Surely not. This is incredible stuff. Spurs from 3-0 down are gifted a way back into it. Heung-min Son with a goal. Well, we haven't seen much of Heung-min Son all game, but he has scored here, and Declan Rice points to the badge here, and Bournemouth have made it 3-0 against Brighton. What a game. What a game. This one's far from over. Far from over. Welcome in, Luke. How you doing? We'll be live for Forest City after. What are your thoughts on the lineups? What are your thoughts on that? And it's threatening to boil over here in an incredible North London derby. I went for a 3-1 prediction. I knew even at 3-1 there was going to be more goals, and there were indeed. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. And now Gabriel's rolling on the floor. What actually happened? Raya, it's off the ball. It was Richarlison. Richarlison on Gabriel. And how long are we going to have added on then? Added on time bingo. I'll go 7 minutes. I'll go 7 minutes. Added on time bingo. Let me know in the chat how long you reckon will be added on. As Kiwior is coming on here for the Gunners. And to replace... Who's your replacement? Martin Odegaard's coming off. Wow, why would Odegaard coming off? He's been one of the best players. Not even Thomas Partey coming off. Or, well, not Rice, but surprised this Odegaard. Very surprised Odegaard coming off. And Ben Davies also come off for Spurs there, the man that won the penalty, and Lo Celso's on. So Kiwior's on. So Arsenal have now gone to a 5-back to try hold on to this lead, this narrow lead. It was 3-0, and now they're ball in the corner. They've won a corner in front of the travelling Arsenal fans. I do think Arsenal will be able to hold on to this. It's going to be nervy. But can you imagine Spurs pulling this back? Mikel Arteta hasn't sat down all game. He's been in his technical area for the 89 minutes so far. We've got a minute left to go. Lurkwan's gone 6 minutes to be added on. I've gone 7. We'll find out after this corner kick. Saka for the corner. Arsenal scored from 2 corners in this game. Can they score again here? And it goes. Oh! I thought it was going to go in. Off the line from Van der Ven. And out for another corner on the opposite side. Arsenal. Lovely corner from Saka, that one. Oh, I thought that was going in. Van der Ven had to head it behind him. And this time another corner. This time for Arsenal on the left-hand side. Rice to take it. It was placed by Lo Celso, who's eager for Arsenal to get the ball back rolling for the sake of Spurs. Rice to take it. We're into the 90th minute. How long will we have added on? They've not said yet. 6 added minutes. Ball goes into the front post and it's still in there, and Vicario collects in the end. For a goal kick, is it? Yeah, it is. Spurs have taken it quickly. 6 added minutes. Bingo to Lurkwan. He's got that one spot on. Arsenal got to defend for 6 more minutes as Spurs try and keep up the pressure for the final moments in this North London derby, to try and fight back from 3-0 down at half time. They dominated the first half. They were the better side, but in the second half they didn't look too bothered until Raya gifted Romero a goal. And now Ben Davies won his side a penalty. Son converted. Raya went the right way. And now they are 1 goal away from taking something off Arsenal in a North London derby, which would mean Arsenal slipping up again in the title race. But of course we've got 5 minutes to go now after playing one of the added 6. Ball out to Bissouma. Bissouma and Pape Sarr have really changed the game since coming on in midfield. We'll do player ratings after full time. And we'll be live for Forest versus Man City straight after this. We'll be talking a lot about the North London derby, and a lot about that game, of course, which is massive for both teams involved. David Raya holding on to the ball here. Paul went 6 minutes as well. Got that one spot on, Paul. Bingo to you. I think you might be a little bit behind, Paul. Might be a little bit behind. Pape Sarr penalised for the foul on Kai Havertz. Of course, Kai Havertz already got a goal and an assist in this game, and for me, would be my man of the match for Arsenal in this game. 2 huge goal contributions in this one. The ball over the top for Saka's goal was lovely, and then his finish from the corner was very calm and composed. So for me, Kai Havertz, my man of the match in this game. Let me know your thoughts on the chat. Who's your man of the match? As Arsenal have a free kick from the right hand side. Rice, Havertz and Saka over it. Havertz heading for the corner. And concedes the throw in. He's happy to. Son to take the throw in. No, he's giving it to Bissouma in front of all those Arsenal fans in the corner. That's where abouts on the pitch we are. Bissouma will send that one down the line as far as he can go. Son flicks it through. Spurs are coming forward on the left hand side with Richarlison. Could this be the most dramatic ending to a North London derby we've seen in absolute ages? They drew 2-2 at the Emirates earlier on in the season. Are we about to see a 3-3? Spurs have got a free kick on the left hand side. A chance to get a ball in the box with Celso and Porro over it. It looks like it's going to be Lo Celso. The white shirts crowd into the penalty box. We've played half of the added on time. In it goes. And out. Arsenal concede the corner. Saliba head behind his own goal. I thought that was going out for a goal kick, but no. Corner. And we're not into the time yet where Vicario will come up. But Tottenham have a corner here. The white shirts flood in the penalty area. Romero, of course, a big threat for that. They've brought on Courier to help defend these situations. In it goes from Lo Celso. Away by Arsenal. Players scrapping for the ball in there, and away by Havertz. And running after it is Vicario and Martinelli. Vicario wins the race. And Spurs will come again. 2 minutes to go here in the North London derby to rescue a point against their bitter rivals. Son on the left, cuts inside onto his right foot. Basuma, edge of the box. Van der Ven, crowd want him to shoot. He opts out of that one and decides to play it across to Son again. Van der Ven now to Kulusevski. Goes back to Pape Sarr. They just need to get a ball into the box. Back over to Son on the left. Towards the byline, he goes into the penalty area. Son in the middle. It's always away. Just about Sarr. Edge of the box it goes. Play goes down and Arsenal on the counter-attack. Havertz is striding forward. Van der Ven, what a recovery. So quick. Vicario rescues it. A minute to go in this one. I thought Spurs were just about to score there, but no. Arsenal, every player behind the ball here. Almost all in their penalty area. Spurs are on the ball. Lo Celso to try and find an equaliser in the final stages here. Brennan Johnson. Kulusevski now. Cross to Lo Celso. Ball into the middle. Header one. And that goes out of play for a corner. Richarlison wins the corner for Spurs. The last 35 seconds to go. The Spurs fans behind the goal want a goal. Is Vicario's coming up? Surely not. Vicario's coming up for the corner. Porro to take. Every Spurs player's up in the middle. Away at the front post, edge of the box, shot in. Away. Kulusevski across the Son. On the right hand side, Kulusevski keeps hold of the ball. And away by Declan Rice. Throw in to Tottenham. We've played all 6 minutes. Son into the box it goes. All the way through. And over Raya as well, but luckily out of play. And that's it. Full time. Arsenal have done it. 2 seasons in a row. They've won here away at Tottenham. What an incredible game. They've just about got over the line. Just about. They were 3-0 up at half time. They were cruising. But Mikel Arteta and Arsenal get the job done in the end. 3-2 in the North London derby. Bukayo Saka, Højbjerg and Havertz with the goals. Raya gifted Spurs a way back into it. Ben Davies then won a penalty, which Son converted. But it was too little too late for Spurs. They couldn't get back into it fully. Despite throwing everything at it at the end. They've lost the derby. 3-2. They drew the one earlier on. 2-2 in the season. But Arsenal for a second season in a row come to Tottenham and take the 3 points and take the bragging rights again. What a game. What a game that was. Unbelievable stuff. But Arsenal, with their win, it means that Man City will not be able to go top of the Premier League, even if they beat Nottingham Forest later on today. They still have 2 games in hand on Man City. And on that note, people, we are going live in 25 minutes for Forest versus Man City. So it's about time I get putting the lineups in. Thank you all very much for watching. Oh, just before I forget, player ratings. We'll do player ratings and then I'll be off to quickly set up the next stream. Player ratings. We forgot for the Merseyside derby one, so I had to put them on the community tab. Arsenal do it just about. And of course Bournemouth beating Brighton 3-0 as well. Good season for Bournemouth, really good season. Look at that, incredible. And Arsenal players all going across to celebrate with the away fans. That's what it's all about. Spurs, Vicario. He made a big save, which could have made it 4-0. And in the end, he's helped Spurs back into it, but he has conceded 3. I'll go 5 because of the save, but he did concede 3. I'll go 5. Porro wasn't noticeable, 3. Deliveries weren't great as well. Romero looked to be very good today, 6 for me. Van der Ven as well, I give him a 5. Wasn't as influential as Romero. Romero got a goal as well. Ben Davies won the penalty in the end. At left back, kept quiet. kept Saka quiet for majority of the game, but wasn't awesome. You know, he did concede 3 goals as well, a 5. Bentancur, awful, genuinely awful, 2. Højbjerg as well. Them 2 in the first half got overrun and weren't good enough. Kulusevski, wasn't a great performance from him. I give him a 5. Maddison, there's a reason he went off early, because he didn't do much at all. 4. Werner went off injured, and at that point they were, I think it was 3-0 down to that point as well. Son was barely in the goal, got his goal from 12 yards, but he was barely in the game. I didn't see him much at all, so give him a 5 because of his goal as well. Bissouma, when he come on, when him and Pape Sarr come on, they really did change the game. 6 for Bissouma. Richarlison tried, but can't say more than a 4. Lo Celso, again, wasn't on for too long. Brennan Johnson was a spark. 5. Pape Sarr as well. Same with Bissouma. They changed the game for Spurs when they come on. They give him a life of belief. So 6 for Pape Sarr. As for Arsenal, let me know your thoughts on in the chat of these player ratings. Raya conceded 2, give away that gift of a goal. 3 for Raya. Wasn't awesome, and that mistake could have been well avoided. And he was very nervy every time he was on the ball. Ben White going forward was solid. Give him a 6. Saliba was great today. 8. Gabriel wasn't as good. 7, but he's still solid, getting things rid of the back. Saliba was awesome though. Tomiyasu, impressive him. Give him a 7. Very impressive Tomiyasu today at left back. Odegaard wasn't too influential. A 6. Tough Partey, very good. 7. Rice, I'll give him an 8. Defensively, tied up everything. Tied up absolutely everything. Saka got his goal, took it really well. 8 for him. Havertz, a 9. My man of the match. Trossard wasn't too involved. Give him a 6. Martinelli, come on, was a good impact. Give him a 6. Courier as well, just tried to shore things up at the back. Give him a 6 as well. So they're my player ratings, guys. Let me know yours in the live chat. And just before we head off then, the Premier League table, we'll be having a look at this at half time in the Forest Man City stream. But Arsenal 4 points clear with a 9 better goal difference than Man City. But Forest, of course, at the bottom, need the points there. 2 points off Burnley, 1 point off Luton Town, and goal difference could get wrecked today. Could be absolutely wrecked because Haaland's back on the bench for Man City. Right, time to go and do that one. What a game it was. What a game it was. Great game to Scrinton, absolutely. Right, I'm going to quickly get ready for the next stream. Hopefully see you all there. We're starting at 4:25. Gives me just enough time to get the next stream ready. I'll see you in 25 minutes, guys. And if you're late joining this one and you want to know what happened, just ask me in the Forest Man City stream. We'll have a lot to talk about this game. If I leave it any later, I won't have a chance to set that stream up. So I'll see you in just 20 minutes, guys. See you in a bit.